when persons move from one party to another party, the party receiving them will always be happy, of course.
Certainly.
If they had come to the ADC, ADC will embrace them with open arms. In fact, there's this impression that in the months ahead, you will find even some legislators move to ADC.
Yeah, but that does not make it constitutional. That does not make it lawful. That is a problem.
So if ADC is supposed to be seen to be forthright, should they say, no, we will not accept you coming?
No, it is not for the ADC. It is for the Speaker. It is for the Senate President. But you see, this is not even the issue. Why this thing happened and the supervene is because the opposition is weak and timid and docile. If the opposition were to be strong, the opposition would have been in front of the National Assembly with placards, mobilizing Nigerians and saying that we are not moving away from this gate of the National Assembly until we get the Senate President and the Speaker declare those seats vacant.
Which groups do you consider to be opposition now?
All groups that are out of government
Which
and
parties?
are politically...
Which parties do you recognize that can be considerably called, these are opposition in the real sense of the word?
Well, ADC is an opposition, Labour is an opposition, all other political parties, PDP is an opposition, is part of its issues. All of them are opposition. Even people like us who have gone to for the registration of new political parties and have not been registered and are pursuing it in the court of law, we are opposition.
And they're all weak.
They're all weak, all weak, you know.
What has weakened them?
What has weakened them is the docility, you know, of not acting when they ought to act. And they have not been acting, you know, on critical occasions. Now, the difference between the current opposition and then the APC opposition during the PDP days was that the APC opposition was active and strong. So they now said that President Goodluck Jonathan was a weak president. Jonathan was never a weak president. It was the opposition that was a strong opposition. Now they ascribe to President Tinubu that he is a strong president. He is a master strategist. Tinubu is not a strong president. Tinubu is nowhere near master strategist. It is the opposition that is weak.
Do you think that there has been a deliberate plot of some sort to weaken
the opposition? No, you see, over time, those that have been leading the opposition themselves seem to lose the momentum, you know, in their fight for the opposition, because most of them are in the opposition not necessarily to bring fundamental ideological change, but mainly to grab power. And people across the country are getting tired of people who only go into opposition to grasp power. That is their weakness.